So guided practice, we've got a triangle here, or two triangles here, and we are going to find, so we're going to name two unmarked congruent angles. So if we look here, we've been given these two angles, so we cannot use those. So we need to look for something else. Now we've been given two congruent segments, so we can use those. So we can say that B, C, A, this here, so that's this angle, which we'll put here, is opposite, so let's write that down. So angle BCA is opposite segment BA. So this is segment BA and angle is opposite. We can also see the angle, so this angle BAC, which is here, let's do it in yellow, BAC. So we'll say angle BAC is opposite segment BC. So this angle is opposite BC. Which means, so we can say the angle BCA must be congruent to angle BAC. And this is the Isosceles triangle theorem. Okay, so now we need to name two unmarked congruent segments. And if we look at our diagram, these here are marked, so we cannot use those. But what we can do is look at these angles that we have here. So let's have a look at those. So we can say that BC, which is this line here, BC is opposite BDC. So if you write this down, so BC is opposite, and we'll say this is angle BDC, and then we can say that BD, this one here, is opposite angle BCD. So B segment BD is opposite, so angle BCD. So because we've found both of them, we can say that segment BC is congruent to segment BD, and this is the converse Isosceles triangle theorem. Okay, so we're going to name two unmarked congruent angles, and then we're going to name two unmarked congruent sides. So if we look at our triangles, So we have a few here. So first of all, two congruent angles. Now we have been given two angles here, so we cannot use those, but we have been given two sides. So if we look at this triangle, which is JMK, we'll be able to see that we have two angles here. So we can say that JMK angle is congruent to JK angle JKM, and this is because the isosceles triangle theorem. Now if we look at the second one, name two congruent sides. Now we can't use these here, but if we look at the original, so let's colour this in. So let's colour this in orange. So this is what we were given, these two angles here, and we'll look at the triangle MPK. So if you look at MPK, we're given that we have two congruent angles. So we know that if we have two congruent angles, then these sides must also be congruent. So let's write that down. So segment PM is congruent to segment PK, and this is the converse triangle, isosceles triangle theorem.